Previously in episode 1, Ben Mi, an ambitious Vietnamese banh mi sandwich, dreams of becoming the best in the world but feels incomplete. Guided by Miss Phoebe, a wise mentor, he learns that greatness isn't just about ingredients. It's about heart, purpose, and the journey. Inspired, Ben Mi decides to embark on an adventure across Vietnam to find the finest ingredients and discover what truly makes him whole. Now we continue on with the adventures of Ben Mi. We find Ben Mi standing in the middle of a bustling market, where the air is alive with the symphony of amazing aromas and sounds. Vendors shout their wares, the hum of conversation fills every corner, and the vibrant colors of fresh produce and spices stretch as far as the eye can see. Amid this lively chaos, one pickle stands out, Pickle Pete, the self-proclaimed king of all things brined.
You think you're worthy of my tangy goodness, Ben Mi?
Pete sneers, his brine sloshing with theatrical flair.
Prove it! Navigate this market's madness, and maybe I'll share my delicious pickles with you.
I'm ready to take on anything you can throw at me.
Ben Mi said enthusiastically. And so, Ben Mi steps forward, ready to take on the challenge. The crowd watches with bated breath as he begins his first obstacle in the market. A vendor, overwhelmed by the morning rush, trips and sends a towering stack of baskets tumbling. The crash echoes through the market as they fall, one after another, like a line of giant dominoes. Ben Mi doesn't hesitate. With the agility of a cat, he ducks, rolls, and leaps between the oncoming cascade. A particularly large basket barrels toward him. But instead of panicking, Ben uses it to his advantage. He springs off the basket's edge, soaring over a nearby fruit cart before landing gracefully on the other side. The crowd erupts into cheers.
Phew, that was close.
The first obstacle conquered. Just as Ben catches his breath, the second obstacle presents itself. A cheeky monkey perched atop a fruit stand lets out a triumphant screech. Before anyone can react, it hurls a mango straight into the crowd, setting off a chaotic chain reaction. Mangoes, bananas, and even the occasional pineapple roll across the ground, transforming the market into a treacherous, slippery battlefield.
Wow, there's so much fruit everywhere. It's like I'm playing a game of Fruit Ninja.
But Ben is unfazed. With precise movements, he dodges the rolling fruit, his every step measured and deliberate. A watermelon the size of a cannonball bounces toward him. Time slows. Ben steps forward, pivots, and with a powerful kick, sends the watermelon hurtling into the distance. The monkey watches, momentarily stunned. Ben keeps moving on to the next obstacle. The spice aisle looms ahead for his third obstacle, but it's no ordinary path today. A vendor stumbles, spilling an enormous sack of chili powder. The air thickens with red-hot particles, stinging eyes and throats alike. Ben doesn't falter. He grabs a scarf from a nearby stall and ties it around his face, transforming it into a makeshift mask.
It's really hot in here, but I'm going to make it through.
Step by step, he pushes forward, navigating through the fiery haze. A sudden spill of turmeric glows like molten gold at his feet, but Ben leaps over it, landing safely on solid ground. Another victory. The spice gauntlet is no match for Ben Mi. On to the next challenge. Ahead, two rival vendors block Ben's path, their stalls forming an impassable barricade. They both issue the same demand: sample their tasty side dishes. One thrusts forward a sour tamarind dish, its aroma sharp and tangy. The other insists on fiery red kimchi. Without hesitation, Ben accepts both challenges.
This is no time to quit. I need to push on to make my dreams come true.
He downs the tamarind first, its sourness twisting his expression. Then, the kimchi, its fiery heat drawing a bead of sweat to his brow. But through it all, Ben doesn't flinch. The vendors, thoroughly impressed, step aside, cheering him on. The crowd joins in, their applause echoing through the market. Finally, Ben Mi reaches the heart of the challenge, the final challenge. Pickle Pete, perched atop his pedestal, laughs.
To earn the prize, you must climb the Tower of Fermentation.
Before Ben stands a wobbling stack of crates and jars, each precariously balanced. Without hesitation, he begins his ascent. The crates creak beneath him, the jars shifting with each step. Halfway up, a jar of pickled peppers slips free, tumbling toward him. With lightning reflexes, Ben catches it mid-air, placing it back securely before continuing. Higher and higher he climbs, until finally he stands at the summit. Pickle Pete gazes at him, his smug grin replaced with genuine admiration.
Well, you win. Take my finest pickles and remember, greatness is brined in effort.
Thanks, Pickle Pete. You gave me tough challenges, but I conquered them all.
As Ben descends the tower, the market erupts in celebration. The lesson is clear. Determination and adaptability can overcome any challenge, no matter how tangy. And so, Ben Me walks away, prize in hand and heart brimming with victory. Make sure to subscribe for the next episode of The Adventures of Ben Me.